Hey guys, it's Brian at PS4 Trophies, and I'm going to show you all the locations in the Nostradamus Enigma fragments. And if you want to just skip to a specific point in the video, you can do so by skipping to these times, or you can go to the description below and there'll be timestamp links for you there. Now the first one I'm going to show you is Mercurius, and this starts in the basement of the Cafe Theater. It's underneath it. So the first fragment is always going to be the start location. The start location is always going to have an icon on the map showing you where to start the quest. Now, if you complete the quest, 4 of them, it'll open a door in the armor room, and the armor room is just to my left. You complete 10 of them, it'll open a second door. You complete all 18 of them, it'll open a third door. Then you go back to the armor room, and you complete a puzzle there, and you will be awarded medieval armor. And if you equip that armor, you will earn the trophy from the pass. Holy shit, that's a lot of things you need to do. But I'm going to just show you the first quest here I'm doing is Mercurius. There's no particular rhyme or reason for the order I'm doing this, but we showed you the first fragment location. The second one is here on the second floor, and then the third one is going to be on the roof. Now for all the future ones, I'm going to show you me getting each fragment, the location specifically in game, followed by a location on the map. So just place a waypoint marker where you see me, where I pick it up, and then you just head to that location and pick them up. Again, there's 18 of these, so there's going to be a lot of running around. All 18 of these have 3 to 5 fragments that you must find. So it's a lot of things you need to find. And you complete one of them, you'll get the accurate prediction trophy. Now the second one I'm going to show you here is Mars. This is in the district just to the west. And here is the start location. Again, the start location, the first fragment is always going to be on the map. And then the first fragment you need to find, they'll give you a clue. The clues are extremely vague, but the first one is going to be just down below it in this little cemetery here. And it's going to be behind the tombstone. Or actually on the tombstone, on the back side of it there. So go ahead and inspect that. And now we're going to go to the next one. It's going to be a little kind of far away. That's the location of the first one. So just place a waypoint marker there and you'll find it. You got to use your inspect, your eagle vision with triangle to have them show up. The second one is going to be above this building here, above that French flag. So go ahead and interact with that. I'm having some difficulty getting to it, but that's the location there on the map. So again, just place a waypoint marker there and hit the eagle vision when you're close to it and you'll see it. Now the next one is going to be a little farther to the northwest, and it's going to be behind this statue here with the horse. So go ahead and inspect that, and that'll be the completion of the Mars Nostradamus Enigma quest. And you see the location there on the map. Alright, so moving on to Saturnus, and the start location is right there. So go ahead and start this quest. It'll also automatically give you the fragment there. Now the next fragment is going to be just a little north of there. And if you see that tower just ahead. Now, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to kind of speed this up. This would be a long video if I don't. So I'm going to cut out a lot of the climbing up towers and things. I'll point you to it. I'll show you me inspecting these, interacting with these, and I'll show you the locations on the map, but you don't need me to hold your hand showing you how to climb up buildings. I'm sure you know how to do that. So there's that location. Now next one is going to be in this big building here, and you're going to have to climb halfway up it. So get past all of those rioters. So once you make your way halfway up it, go ahead and use your eagle vision. You'll see it right there in front of those statues. And that's the location there on the map. Again, I'm going to show you exactly where it is in the game, followed by the location on the map. Now, next one is going to be on the side of that same building, and it's going to be right here on the ground. and that'll complete that quest. So that is 3. Again, when you finish 4 of these, you'll open up one of the doors in the armor room. Alright, so moving on to Scorpio, we're on the north side of the river there. And the start of this quest, you see it there on the map. It's right up, halfway up this building. And then the first one fragment after you pick this up is actually going to be about 30 feet away on the ground to my left. So we're going to drop down. And you'll see this right on the ground. Use your eagle vision. You'll also hear a little chime when you're close to these as well, indicating that you're close. You see there on the map, not far from where the start location was. Alright, next one is going to be up on top of this building here. So we're going to climb up it. And then you'll see this right up above once you get up here. Right on the side of this stone wall. So we're a little east of the starting location. And the next one's not far. You're going to see this statue here. And it'll be right on the back side of it as I'm approaching it here from this way. So it's just a little north of the previous one. Quite a bit north, I suppose. Alright, so that's it for the Scorpio quest. We're going to go move on to Terra here. And here's the start location on top of this little dome. And we're just a little east of the last one we picked up. And the next one is going to be actually just below on the ground, so we're going to have to drop down. And you'll see it right there. Show you on the map, not very far from the start of the quest. Alright, so moving on, this is going to be on the top of this building up here. There's a large tower that's comes off the top of this, but you don't want to climb up all the way up, but you'll see it sitting right here. And again, show you the map location. We're just a little northeast of the start of the quest. Alright, so the next one is actually just a little north. It's in the maze. And you need to get to that pillar in the center. So just make your way to the center of this, and then you're going to climb up this structure here. And you will find the fragment right up on top here. And that complete the Terra quest, the Nostradamus Enigma Terra quest. Alright, so Aquarius, just go to the start location. Again, the start locations are all marked on the map. So you accept that quest and you'll grab the first fragment while you're there. Now next one, you're going to go into the restricted area. And then when you're into that restricted area, you got that kind of big castle. And for this, you're going to have to climb near the top, and it's going to be on the right as you're approaching. You can see the waypoint marker is on the location where it's at. Or near it, rather. It's just above it. So once you make your way over to this, it's kind of tricky navigating, getting up there, but once you get up there, you're going to go have underneath this roof line here. You want to drop down and then go into here. And then you interact with these, this fragment right here. And I'll show you, of course, on the map once again. That is the exact location. Now the next one is going to also be in this restricted area. It's going to be a little behind the castle, and it's going to be just to the right of this fountain here on the ground. Now just a little northeast of here is going to be our next location. We actually have to go underground for this one. So you're going to be in this cemetery area. And then in the back of that area, there's going to be some stairs that you can go down. You see the stairs on your map. So go down here, and I'll show you the location of the entry point to the stairs real quick. So go down these stairs, and you're going to jump over oops, wrong way. You're going to jump over a gap right here, and then there's going to be another one just ahead. Right before it to the left is a little entrance you can slide under, and then you're going to find the fragment right back here. Now remember, you have to be anonymous in order to pick up the fragment, so if there's any enemies nearby and they spot you, you're going to have to get it. Now the next one is Leo, and Leo's starting point is right here on the map, kind of in the center of the northern hemisphere, if you will. And once you've gotten that, we're going to move on to the next fragment. And you're going to find this building here, and at the top of this tower in the corner of the structure is the fragment. If you're not sure where that is, don't worry, I got the map. I'll pop up here in a second. Again, just kind of pause the video, place the waypoint marker on your in-game map, and then just go to there, and then climb up that tower. Now, the next one is going to be just a little north of there. In this area, it's actually going to be back underneath here. I ran kind of past it. And it's going to be on the wall. So yeah, I'm not showing you how to get from point A to point B. I'm just showing you where it is in the in-game world, and then showing you the map. So again, just place your waypoint marker. I don't need to hold your hand through each of the different points. But the next one here is going to be on this house. So you're going to climb up to the top of this house, and if you look right here, you'll find the fragment, and that'll complete the Leo quest. That's just a little further north of where we were, on the corner of that building right there. So moving on to Capricorn, here's the start. Again, just get to the icon on the map. They look like those little scrolls. So you start the quest there. And then we're going to head this way. And you're going to see this big tower here. And you're going to climb up this. Again, I'm going to cut out a lot of the climbing. You guys know how to climb, I'm assuming, at this point. Once you make your way up here on the roof, you'll see it right on the face of it, this the side of the wall here. Now, the next one is actually very close by, so that's from this previous location. Jump down. And then you're going to have this one on the ground. There's going to be a lot of enemies here, so you might have to clear the area first if you're not quick. But once you've cleared that enemy, pick up the fragment. And you can see we're just on the ground from the building that we were previously on. Now the next one, you're going to travel up here. You're going to find a couple tall towers. And you're going to climb this left tower here, and it's going to be at the top of this tower. Not in the hay. So climb up this tower. And once you get to the top, you'll see it right down here. You'll also hear it as well when you're close to it. So interact with that. Show you the map location here in a second. Alright, we're moving on to Ares here. And this is the start of the quest location right here. Kind of, again, we're still on the north side here, and this is kind of on the bottom near the river. Next one is we're going to the big tall building just west of there, and then we're going to have to climb up this thing, and you can see it halfway up. So climb halfway up, and then you can go ahead and interact with that fragment. See the map location? We're just west of where we started. Alright, so moving on, you're going to have this area here, and there's going to be a big courtyard here in the center. And this one's actually going to be on the ground. It's right there in the grass. And we're just a little north of where we just previously were. Alright, now the next one is going to be on the southern edge of that area, crossing over the river, through the over the bridge here. And halfway across the bridge is going to be right on the ground. Listen for the chime as you get near it, and then go ahead and use your eagle vision. So as you can see, we're a little south of where we were, crossing over the bridge back to the other side. Alright, so that's it for that one. We're moving on to Virgo. And here's the start location. We're kind of on the northern edge of the upper part of the map. And then the next, the first fragment you can find is in this little area here, and you have to go inside the building, and it's going to be on the floor. We're just a little southwest, not very far from the starting point. Again, I'll show you the map in just a moment. Alright, now from this location, we're going to actually just travel west. And when you do, you're going to jump down into here, and you're going to see this cross. And we're going to use our eagle vision, and you'll see the fragment right on the side of the cross. So we're directly west of where we were, south of our starting point. Now we're going to travel a little further west, and you're going to find a five-way intersection here, where a bunch of roads kind of meet. And then in the center is going to be the fragment right here on the ground, so pick that up. I guess you don't really pick it up, you just inspect it, but whatever. And that will complete the Virgo Nostradamus Enigma quest. Moving on to Venus. This is the starting point. In Venus, the starting point is in the upper left district. Now from here, we're going to turn around and we're going to head this way and go into the middle of these buildings just ahead, and then you'll see a statue in the middle, and on the side of the statue is the fragment. Alright, this is on the furthest west point of the map, and you're going to see an overturned carriage here, and just on the ground before it is going to be the fragment. You see on the map there, we're on the farthest left that we can be, at least in this northern hemisphere. Alright, and then the next one is going to be actually near a fast travel point. So I just used a fast travel, and then we're going to drop down, and on the base of the tower of the fast travel point is the fragment. So I'll show you on the map. Just use the fast travel that's right next to it. It'll take you there pretty quickly. That's it for Venus. Moving on to Libra. Start the quest. We're in the southwest district of the northern section. Now our next first fragment is in that building right in front of me there. So you're going to want to drop down. This is actually going to be up in the center of the building between these statues left and right of us. So don't go all the way to the top, go halfway up the building, you'll see the fragment. Alright, then we're going to go directly west through this kind of open park area. And when you make your way through here, you're going to see all these people, hopefully. And then there's going to be some guards here. If you're quick, you can pick up the fragment. If not, you're going to have to kill everyone or become anonymous. But you see the location there on the map. Got the little blue square indicating the hostile forces. Alright, so the next one is actually going to be way north. And there's going to be a cemetery you can climb into. Now in the center tomb, on the side of the building, is going to be the fragment, so you're just going to have to swing around it until you see it. There it is. So interact with that and pick up that fragment, and that'll complete the Libra quest line. You can see there on the map on the very far northern edge. Alright, so moving on to Jupiter. This is the start of the quest. We're on the south hemisphere here, across the bridge. And this is right across the border. Now the first one is going to be up into this building just in front of us. You see that clock up there? That's where we're going to climb up to, and it's actually going to be behind it. Alright, so now we're going to go move on to the next one. There's going to be this mill right here, and it's on the rock is going to be the fragment. To interact with this, you're just going to have to drop down to the ground level here, and you can get the prompt to interact with it. Showing on the map, we're pretty far south of where we just were. So go ahead and place your waypoint marker right there, and you'll be able to spot it easily. Now we're going to head a little further south once more. And then there's going to be this little bridge. On the right side of this bridge, as I'm crossing it, is the marker on the ground. So pick that up again. Collecting all of these is going to open up the 3 doors in the armor room, which is where you get the medieval armor. And then once you equip that, you'll get the From the Past trophy. So we're starting the Taurus quest here, and this is the upper left of the south section. This one starts underneath the bridge, and then the first fragment is actually going to be just past there, probably about 15 meters away. It's going to be right up on top of here. Show you the location here. I'm kind of doing this a little backwards. So use your eagle vision, you'll see it right there. Next one is not too far away. We're just going to turn to our 4 o'clock position and head that way. And then you're going to see these kind of archways here, and it's going to be on the base of it here. So we're going to pick that up, and the next one is actually going to be in the area just in front of us, but let me show you where we're at here first. Alright, so pass through that archway, and then in this section here, you're going to see that kind of rock with the tree just in front of us, and it'll be just left of it. Here you go, it'll be right on the wooden platform itself. And the next one is actually going to be, if we just keep heading that same direction, we're heading kind of east, a little southeast. Keep heading this way and you see that building right in front of us. We're going to have to do some more climbing. So get to this building, climb up the building. In the center of the building, you're going to have this roof here. And you can scan for the fragment and you'll see it right there. And that'll complete the Nostradamus Enigma Taurus quest. Moving on to Cancer. And this is the start location here. You see the start here is in this area. That's where we were starting at. And we're moving just a little east of where we are, not very far. And you're going to see this building here, and another tower you need to climb up to. So again, I'm skipping the climbing. I hope you guys aren't offended by that. It'd be pretty boring to watch me do all this climbing. But once you get, not to the very top, but you get up to this section, you can see it right there. So on the map there, we're just a little east of the start location. Or west, I'm sorry. I do not know directions, apparently. Alright, so the next one we're going to drop down. We used a fast travel or quite a distance away. So there's a fast travel. And then once you've dropped down, you'll see inside the building. You'll see it right here in the center. Let me show you here on the map. Again, just use the fast travel and then it'll take you right to it. And there's actually going to be several of them in this area. So we just went completely south of where we were. Then the next one is going to be out in the backyard. That's the haystack we just dropped down into. So continue this way and you'll see another fountain, and it's going to be just to the right of it. And there's probably going to be some guys you might have to kill. Make sure you're anonymous. That's the location of that one. The next one is actually going to be right underneath us, so we have to go underground. Now to get underground, you're going to continue to the back left corner, and there's going to be stairs going down. I will show you on the map the location of this stair point. Alright, so we're going to go down to this area. There's going to be some hostiles down here, so again, you have to be anonymous in order to interact with the fragments. So you're just going to have to go underneath here. Here's our first couple hostiles, but I'll skip them. I'll show you the location, then I'll go and clear them out and then pick it up myself. But this is straight back here. Show you once more here on the map. We're pretty close to the previous one, it's just we're underground. Alright, moving on to Sagittarius. This is the start location. Again, the first ones are always marked on the map, the scroll icon. You can see it right there. Now to get to this one, this is just a little northwest. You see this kind of round thing here. Just climb up to the top. Use your eagle vision and you'll see the object you need to interact with. So we're kind of on the north edge of this district here. Alright, we're using another fast travel point here to get to this next one because it's a little bit of a distance away. And it's right there. You see that another dome structure just behind me. So we're going to make our way to that. And once we climb up here, you'll see it right on the side of this structure. I'll show you the map. Again, just use the fast travel point because it'll take you pretty close to where you need to be. Alright, now this next one is in a restricted area. This is a little further, much further south of where we just were. But you need to get up here, and there's going to be a lot of guys, so I'm sure there's a way to be super stealthy about it. I'm going to show you the location, and then I'm going to go and defeat and clear out the area before I can interact with it. Again, you have to be anonymous in order to interact with these fragments. But this is going to be right around the corner here, right on the ground. Show you here on the map in just a second again. So you're going to have to clear out all these guys, but you can see it, the fragments right there. I'm going to have to clear them all out, but before I do, let me show you where they're at. Right there on the corner of that building in the restricted area on the very south edge of the map. So we're going to move on to Pisces. And this one is right here, kind of in the center of the southern hemisphere, a little to the east. This is the start location. Now, all of the fragments for this are all going to be in this big kind of Capitol building looking thing. And the first one is going to be right up in front of us. Yeah, right up on top there. We're going to do some climbing. Just going to use the lift here. Save us some time. Alright, and once you're up here, you're going to have to kind of drop down into a little, I won't say hidden area, but you're going to have to drop down here into this little channel. And you'll see the fragment right there. Now the next one is going to be nearby. Show you the map here. It's the indicated by blue on the map. It's probably the biggest building in the game. Maybe not the tallest, but definitely the most square footage. But from that location, we're just going to travel up here, and then we're going to swing around the back, use our eagle vision, and we'll see it right back here, pretty close. Now there's one more that's going to be outside the building, and it's actually going to be on the ground level. And it's going to be just east of where I currently am at. And then there's going to be two more inside. So that's it's going to be just right about there. So we're just going to continue around, drop down. And this is pretty easy to get. The next two, again, as I mentioned, are going to be inside. And they're going to be a little trickier to get because there's going to be a lot of people there. There's going to be some alarms if you're not careful. So just keep that in mind. Again, you have to be anonymous before you can interact with these. Alright, so now heading inside. This is going to be up above. Before you do, be careful. There's some guys around here. I've cleared them out already. But it's going to be right up top here. You can see it right in front of me there. And we need to make our way up, and then our next one after this is going to be actually underground. It's going to be a little tricky. There's going to be a lot of guys. But before we get to that point, let's go ahead and show you where this is located and how to get up here. So there you go, right underneath this painting. Show you on the map. It's a little kind of tricky just because it's inside, not outside. Alright, from that location and drop down. You have the alarm bell right there. Go down here and it's going to take you to a lower level. Keep going down and there's going to be a entranceway to the left right up here. Now be careful, there's a lot of guys. I'm just going to run past all of these people just to show you the location. And then after I do that, I'm going to get anonymous and make sure I scan this. But there is the location of the final Pisces fragment. Alright, moving on to Gemini. This is the final one, the 18th one. This is the start location. And the first fragment after this is going to be just a little to the right, a little to the east and northeast. And you see this sitting right here on the ground, show you on the map. Once again, this is the 18th and final one. After you've done this, you'll have all three doors open in the armor room. And I'll show you in a different video how to do all of that and get the armor. And then get the trophy from the past. So just a little north of there is another fountain on the ground. Scan the fragment right there. And then from this, we're going to travel north. And this is going to be back here. This is quite a bit north, actually. And you're going to see this right on the tower of this silo-looking structure. And that is the final fragment. Kind of went through it quickly. So I hope you guys were able to keep up. As long as you were just kind of pause it right there at the on the map, it shouldn't be too difficult for you to pick up each of the fragment locations. So once you've done that, you want to go back to the armor room. So go to the cafe theater. And the armor room is in the basement of that theater. And all three of the things are now open in the armor room, all the doors. And again, you complete the quest in that room, which I will do in a separate video. I will show you how to do that, as well as getting the From the Past trophy. There is no trophy for getting all those Nostradamus Enigmas, except for the first one. But you do need to get them all in order to get the From the Past trophy. So here's the armor room, and I'll catch you in another video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.